Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
All right. So a UNICEF report earlier this year says we have about 18 million children out of school. That's about the size of Chad. What exactly are we not doing right?
Okay, so basically, actually, this trajectory is now going in the right direction, I'm afraid to say. 2 years ago, it was 20.2 million. So it's dropped now to 18.3 million. So that's good news. Now, this government came in with the right political will to deal with this problem. The budget for education was increased by 25%. So these are all good. But these are too little, too late. Especially in the north, we've got some very serious challenges. Because in my opinion, the elites in the north have actually abdicated their responsibility to educate their citizens. And this is now coming back to bite us. Just last week when we had the protest, in the north, there were more young children protesting, between 5 to 10, carrying placards, right? Because these children are out of school anyway. In Kano, when they went to the National Library, they stole everything from the National Library, but they left the books. What does that tell you about the mindset of our people? So as a country, we've abdicated our responsibility in educating our citizens, and that's not good enough. But this is the time to fix it. So everyone needs to be hands on deck. The government needs to take this seriously. The state government needs to take this seriously. Local government needs to take it seriously. Every citizen needs to take this seriously. Because if you don't deal with this, it's a ticking time bomb. And it will come back to affect every one of us if we don't deal with it correctly.
All right, and when you say that, this figure has significantly reduced, this means that to some extent, some of the policies put in place may have worked. Or is that what you're saying? Are you saying that the policies and programs put in place are really not enough to tackle the situation?
Basically, all I'm saying is that in terms of the statistics, it's going down. But it's too little, too late. What business have we got having 18.3 million children on the streets not going to school? And we are all looking away as if it's not our business. The government of the day is not taking it as seriously as we expect them to. Without a doubt, as I said, this regime is taking it seriously. Because under this regime, the Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children has been set up, right? So if I was the president, I will make the issue of out-of-school children issue a standing agenda item at our weekly Wednesday NEC meeting, so that the NEC can monitor the trajectory. It needs to take this personal. The way the new administration came in and introduced the student loan, the same way they should pay attention to the number of out-of-school children and make sure they put mechanisms in place to proactively drop these numbers. That number is too high. We're the highest in the world. 15% of the total out-of-school children in the world are in Nigeria. Regionally, 33% are in Nigeria. So how did we find ourselves in this situation? But there's no point looking back in anger. We need to look forward now positively. For me, last year in October 2023, in the House, they passed for second reading a bill to penalize parents for not sending their children to school. By now, I expect that to have been signed by the president and for that to become law, because parents are part of the problem. I have personally gone on the streets, picking children up, and parents are struggling with me, saying, no, my child cannot go to school. I'd rather have my children hawk on the street so that they can provide financial resources for the family. That is not what these kids are meant for. So we need to make sure we tackle parents as well to make sure they send their kids to school.
Okay.